The Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The Book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the Book.
You covered! You covered 12! Covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the Book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Roll Call Friday. It's our last one for a couple of weeks. It is the Bostonian versus the Book. Dave Sharapan, Matt Perrault, live on YouTube at Boston versus the Book, and the same on Twitter, X replayed Sports Grid TV, and on Sirius XM channel 159. Dave, it's a Roll Call Friday. The guys are all lined up and excited. It's going to be an interesting one. If guys are new to the show, what is Roll Call Friday?
Well, Roll Call Friday every Friday, most of the time while we're doing the show. At the end of the show, you'll put in your 3-digit area code, wherever you're from, wherever you're watching the show from, and we will recognize you on the screen. It's kind of the give back thank you to you guys for showing up every day. I'm just like, the movie Hardball when he said, I'm amazed by your ability to continue to show up. I really am. You guys keep showing up every single day, but especially on Fridays. So we'll send off, our little break and stuff today with, playoff talk. It's WrestleMania is here in Vegas. There's a lot of people in town. There's a lot of things happening. So we'll mention that. We do favorite thing about today at the end of the show, along with Better to Book It. But before we get to that end of the show like that, we'll do Roll Call Friday. So, like, for example, if you wanted to put in Vegas, you'd put in 702. If you wanted to put in, what's a good one for Boston? P-Roll, 617?
617, yep.
617. Pittsburgh, PA's 412. New York's 212. LA 213. So, yes, Mikey, awesome. Someone did say WrestleMania.
Do you know what I was offered?
Big deal.
Do you know what I was offered, Dave?
Tickets to WrestleMania?
Better.
What, behind the scenes?
Kinda. I was offered the chance to be a seat filler for Saturday and Sunday.
Oh.
Meaning I would get to move around and see the entire lower bowl if I did it.
Yeah?
I said, no, thanks.
Is that a paid gig?
No. But you get the best seats in the house, depending on what is happening in the place.
Right.
They move different things around the arena. So you got to have people in the seats for certain things.
You don't want to do it?
Didn't want to do it.
Jeez.
No, it's wrestling. It's just not my thing. It's just whether it be WrestleMania or not, it's just not my thing. So
yeah, but it's WrestleMania. You should have done
I know. I know. I just decided I was like, I'm good. Like there's basketball and hockey on and things I want to watch. And yeah, I'm good. I heard it's a really long day. Like it's like you got to be there for like 6 hours.
Right.
So I was like, I appreciate the offer, but I'm good.
Well, forward to my number because I'll be available. It looks like so. I might be down there anyway, but that's good to know. Yeah, so that's going on. Like guys in the chat, would you have taken that? Would you?
Oh, of course. If you're a wrestling guy, it's a dream. If you're a fan of wrestling,
yeah,
if you like WrestleMania,
Mikey Awesome, I know is yes minus 8,000.
Oh
like
yeah, I told him. I told him.
Ochoa.
I was like,
yes,
you're gonna kill. I was
yeah.
like, you're gonna kill me. I was like,
Yeah.
but I was offered this. He's like, oh my, yeah, everybody would take it. I get it. I mean, people would take it. And I have a good friend of mine who works. She's in town. And so she called me and she was like, I got something for you. I'm like, what? She's like, do you want to be a seat filler? And I was like, no. She was like, what do you mean no? I was like, no. Like, thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm good. I got stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, the Shrew said no chance. Roger Long, not this guy. Jim Montgomery said, I'll fly out if need be.
That's what I mean. If you love wrestling, like the thing about WrestleMania that I've learned now that it's here, because I was talking to some people that were looking at tickets for their kids, that when Vince McMahon ran the company, he was very controlling on ticket prices. Like he did not want WrestleMania to get out of control because it's the thank you. You saw it when you were in Philly last year. It's the thank you to the fans.
Mhm.
Well, when he got whatever you want to call it, kicked out, removed, fired, and the private equity folks came in, they now price it the way the market would price it. And so like tickets, even the nosebleeds are like $250.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at Allegiant. Like you're far away. Like that's a big arena, a big stadium, and you're paying major money.
Well, you're just paying to go watch it on the big screen and be in the building. That's all. You're not going to see anything from up top.
Right. So that's a lot of money. That's expensive to do that. So, but it's going to be, I didn't realize it. They take over every venue here in town.
Crazy.
T-Mobile, MGM Grand, Garden Arena, and Allegiant all have things going on. The Palms has a big thing going on. Like
Pat and the boys did the show this morning from the convention center where the, what do they call it? The thing I went to last year in Philly.
Yeah, Fan Fest type thing.
Yeah, Fan Fest. Yeah. So they're there.
Oh, really?
Doing that. Yeah, they did the show this morning from there.
Oh, they're all in town. You can see, is Gumpy? You can see Gumpy?
That's the plan.
All right.
Right after the show.
Good.
So,
Go say hi to those guys. Tell those boys I said hi. Welcome to
Yeah.
town. Gorgeous weather for their trip. My God. It's gorgeous this today.
we thought it would be a little warmer.
Oh, well, they wanted heat, then no, but this is great for April and it's 70 degrees and sunny. This is golf weather. It's perfect outside
Yeah,
today.
it's not hot at all.
No, it's not pool weather. No, that's true. If you thought you're going to go hang out in pool weather, no. But here, for us who live here, it's glorious for us to be here.
Yeah.
We got a nice little shout out today in the Chicago Sun-Times. I always want to say thank you to Mish for doing this. Rob Mish, who's been on the show a couple of times, writer for the Chicago Sun-Times, interviewed you about your hatred of the NFL draft, which was pretty funny.
Yes.
Your quote, I was the guy in the risk room who said, we don't need to book this ever. We're going to lose.
Yep.
Breaking even for us was like winning $100,000.
That's true. That's true. And I love Mish. He calls me and says, I'm doing a story about the draft. And I'm like, why are you calling me? He goes, what do you mean? And I said, it was the bane of my existence. It was the worst thing that I ever had to do. So it was a fun conversation. He put together a nice story. Vinny's in there and Chris and everybody's talking about it. Yeah, Tommy, Rob Mish is A+. So that was nice. That always gets us a little bit of,
pop.
Yeah, because it runs all weekend on the site and it's in the paper. People still get the paper
in Chicago.
Paper, yeah. So,
in Chicago, they do. It's online.
Kids look it up. It's a newspaper. You used to hold it and read it and stuff.
Do you know how much the Sunday paper costs here now in Vegas? I was stunned at that last week.
I'm gonna guess $3.50.
$4.
Yeah.
The Sunday paper is $4. I remember when it was like $1.25 and people were ticked off.
Yeah.
Like Sunday, then it was $1.50, and it was $2. Remember the Boston Globe went to $2 on Sunday, and people were like, what is that? $2 on Sunday for the paper? Like, oh my gosh. Now it's $4 in Las Vegas. What the heck is it in New York? Like $8 to get the paper?
Good question. If you guys are in New York or LA, what's the LA Times cost? Probably
$6 for
$5.
Sunday.
I'm going to say at least $5. I would guess.
Yeah, $4 is annoying. I'd rather.
When's the last time you bought a newspaper?
Wow, the last time I bought, not handed, like walking by and someone like giving it to me, me buying a newspaper.
Yeah.
I'm going to say not the last trip I went to New York, but the time before that I went to New York. So that was probably 2019, 2018, somewhere in that range. Pre-pandemic was when I bought a paper. Do you know for you?
Yeah, I have it over here. Hold on.
Oh, is it when they won the cup? You've shown that before in the on the show, and the Stanley Cup championship win. Yeah, all the stories are online. Is it the local paper is it RJ for the cup win?
Right there.
Yeah, the cup win. Yeah. There it is.
Nice win cup.
2 years ago.
June 14th, 2023. Yeah.
How much was that? How much was that for a commemorative?
Wow, that's a good question. Let's see how much.
I'm gonna say $350. That No price?
No price on it.
Okay. So it was expensive. They jacked the price up because it was a commemorative issue of the Knights winning the cup.
Probably got me for a fin, right?
The Boston Globe is $6 on Sunday. So it's got to be the Globe. So the New York's got to be more than Boston. It's got to be $7 for the New York Times on Sunday.
That is wild that there's no price on here. And I still bought it.
$5 guaranteed.
And I bought multiple copies of it.
Guaranteed $5. Yeah.
I mean, that's a great picture, though. Like that.
It is.
That's the,
Yeah, you want to frame it. It's something. It's commemorative. Yeah, absolutely. Full coverage in the sports in 6. And
I might want to frame it. The other ones in this house could care less. This thing is hidden underneath because this would have already been thrown out and discarded if it was anywhere else other than my hiding spot over here.
Okay.
In the room. There's no chance.
It's history, man. I have the Red Sox. I have the 07 Red Sox. I have the 04 Red Sox. I've got the 13 Red Sox. I've got all that for having the paper after a championship. I got a bunch of Patriot championships papers.
CBW finally gave up the Sunday paper last summer. CBW, how long did you get the Sunday paper?
Right.
I'm going to guess 48 and a half years.
$6.25 for the New York Times on Sundays. $6.25. That's like a bridge toll going into New York. It's like the George Washington Bridge.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's more now. I think that might be like $10 for the bridge.
I mean, can you imagine CBW canceling the Sunday? You know, had to call and say, "Listen, I'm going to cancel my subscription."
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Sir, you've been a subscriber for 48 and a half years. What can we do for you? I don't want the paper anymore.
Get it online.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a unique thing because we were so tricked into believing that like getting journalism for free is what we should have gotten. Like they did it wrong from the get-go. Like they never should have offered it for free. It always should have been paid. There always should have been a paywall because the second you give somebody for something for free, they're never paying for it again. And so like you gotta, if you don't see value in your own stuff and you're just trying to say, oh, we'll make it with online ads. That's how we'll get it. And that's what they thought. They thought the online advertising boom was going to be the thing that kept papers alive. And so it was like, hey, you want the physical copy? It's $1. You want the online copy though? Go read it online. It's free. And then it got more and more expensive to print the paper. And okay, we're going to stop printing the paper. All of our stuff's online. You're going to pay us to go and read it online. And the public was like, no, we're not. Why would I do that? You gave it to me for free then. Give it to me free now. So it's
61 years.
61 years.
Counting his parents' time. 61 years. That had to be a tough call. Can you imagine the guy that had to put the cancellation order in? This guy had the paper for 61 years. You couldn't get him another year. You couldn't get him to just give him for $50. Give him another year subscription.
The GW Bridge now is $13 each way. Dave, you better be loading up the card there, getting ready to go. You're going back to New York and New Jersey. $13 each way. The girls want to go to the city. You're going to get hammered.
Already trying to figure out a way to just not drive nowhere near there. Stay in Jersey and in the outskirts as much as I possibly can.
Dang.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going every day from northern New Jersey into the city to work and you're getting hit $13 a day, $26 round trip each day? You're paying over $125 to go to work. Oh, that's horrible.
I used to have to pay to park
in New York or here
in Pittsburgh when my dad's store downtown, KDK downtown, to get a monthly lease and build that into the pay a little bit. And then, when I worked down here, I was making minimum wage, $9.50 an hour when I first started working. They're like, you got to pay to park.
You
got to pay to park
a month.
$5.20 a month for
just to go in. That's not gas. That's not anything. That's just driving over, taking the car in. Oh,
yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a different place, man. New York is a different place. It's a good point, Jay. Now you just fly in, be like, "Hey, I'm buying a flight from Newark to LaGuardia. I'm just gonna fly. It's the same price." So go ahead and do that.
Not to mention the time.
Yeah, well, the
traffic.
The
time is what got me with the commute.
Yep. The traffic and the anger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about New England and New York when people are like, everyone here is in a rush and everybody here is so grumpy. It's like, yeah, because they're always late. Like there's always something.
Always fighting that traffic.
Yeah, you're always fighting something that's keeping you from going where you're going. We take it for granted here. I mean, people say all the time to me about like, what's some of the best things about living in Las Vegas? I'm like, it's 20 minutes everywhere. Doesn't matter where I'm going. It's 20 minutes. Yeah. I mean, it's getting a little bit worse now at certain times of the day. If I'm going from like Summerlin to Henderson at 4:00, okay, that's going to be a little more problematic. It's going to be about a 45-minute drive to do that.
Yeah, what are they doing with this 215, by the way?
Bad. I almost got cracked by some kid because I don't know if you see when it comes in, all the different lanes that are being changed. So I came in and this kid came flying up and I was door to door with the kid. I'm going 40. He was going 60. And I'm like, man, like you came like an inch from cracking into me. And I was like, it's your fault, but it's also the way that they're doing the lanes don't make any sense. They're all over the place.
That used to be the savior.
Yeah.
Like we could drive pretty much everywhere now in a city using that and avoid the traffic that, is in
construction.
It's unavoidable, like down by the strip. And then, what they do with the F1 time and all that other stuff. But now this 215 is a disaster. Kendall plays volleyball in Henderson every week.
Oh, yeah. So you're dealing with the same thing I'm dealing with. Yeah, because I go over to Henderson once every 2 weeks. So, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. I was like, what is this?
It's crossing the strip, really. It's like that's the line of demarcation. Once you get over Las Vegas Boulevard, it's getting to there and then getting past it.
Yeah.
Once it's trafficy and nasty and it feels like a big city. It's like, okay, this feels like Nashville. Like, okay, this kind of is a pain in the ass. But, so you were asked about the draft. I'm going to give you a draft nugget that you're not going to care about.
Go ahead.
But I got a phone call.
Yep.
I don't normally get these phone calls, but I got this phone call from somebody that I trust a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And this person has gotten a phone call from somebody on the inside. He said, look, I'm not telling you who this person is, but you can trust this as being real. This is not fake. This is a real thing. The New England Patriots are drafting 4th in the draft. And there are conversations going on right now between the Patriots and the Eagles for the 4th pick in the draft. As long as Abdul Carter, the edge rusher from Penn State, is on the board, which if the Giants take Shedeur Sanders with the 3rd pick, which is possible, the Patriots would have a chance to choose between taking Abdul Carter at 4 or trading the pick to the Philadelphia Eagles for A.J. Brown. The package will most likely be more than that. It won't just be a straight up for the 4th pick in the draft for A.J. Brown, but the logic is there. A.J. Brown has done 2 different videos basically fawning over the Patriots. First Tom Brady and then Julian Edelman getting these jerseys sent to him in the mail. And he's been jumping up and down, being super excited. This is, most Eagle fans hate the Patriots and vice versa. So to have A.J. Brown do that, we know that A.J. Brown and Mike Vrabel are incredibly tight. And we've joked on this show for a while, and our guy Kincaid has come at me and been like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Well, there might be some stuff here in terms of what's going on between the Eagles and the Patriots. Again, it hinges on the Giants not drafting him because we know number 1 is going to be Cam Ward. We know number 2 is going to be Travis Hunter. And the Giants will have a chance to take a quarterback in Shedeur Sanders or Abdul Carter. They take Carter, that deal is off. If they don't, and he's sitting there, that's the choice the Patriots could have a chance to make.
Why wouldn't the Giants just trade with the Patriots?
To go up? Because the Patriots have to give up draft capital to do that. To go get Carter? Because they also may not take Carter. They may go ahead and take the offensive lineman out of LSU.
Right.
So the Pats need offensive line help. But if they're sitting there, they've retooled their defense. Like they feel good about where their defense is. They got 3 guys they really like in the secondary. You got brand new linebackers. They got 2 good edge rushers. They like where they are. I mean, you take Carter because he's a generational talent. Like this guy is supposed to be the next coming of Lawrence Taylor potentially. So like if he is Micah Parsons, that's his career. Talking about an all-pro defensive tackle, you are defensive lineman. You take this guy if you're the Patriots. I want A.J. Brown. I'm taking Abdul Carter. I'm taking a rookie on a rookie contract. A.J. Brown's got 3 years left on his deal, but they need a weapon for Drake May. And A.J. Brown and Drake May could look pretty good together with the Patriots.
Wow.
Okay, fine. That's possible. You could do that. Just chuck it to A.J. Brown every time. Okay, yeah.
This is the Patriots portion of the show. Thank you, Chef Benny. You don't need an offensive lineman with A.J. Brown. Just snap it, huck it, and let him go get it.
So Philly wants Carter. And Ross, I would agree with you. I'm of this opinion. If Abdul Carter is sitting there at number 4, you take Abdul Carter.
Hard to argue that.
I would jump up and down. If I'm the Patriots, I'm not just walking to the podium. I'm sprinting to the podium to get that pick in if Carter is there at 4. But it does give you a little pause if you're the Patriots to go, okay, hold on. How do we feel about the defense? And are we really lacking on offense in an offensive-driven league, in a league where wide receiver talent, you have to have elite wide receiver talent if you're going to win. And the Patriots don't. Just saying, when we come back on May the 5th, you might go, oh, right, I heard it on BVB that was going to happen. That was the potential for it to happen with that.
I mean, do you think this will happen?
I think there's a real possibility this could happen. Yes, I think it makes sense for both sides for this to happen. What else is in the package is what I think the Patriots would have to win the trade so dramatically. Like, I'm not sure even like a 3rd round pick is enough. Like, it would need to be a 1st round pick, the 4th pick overall for A.J. Brown, a 3rd round pick this year and a 2nd round pick next year. Like, it's got to be, the package has got to be so overwhelming that the Patriots are like, yes, we have to do this deal. Otherwise, I think you just take Abdul Carter and feel really good about it. And just go, because it's a 3-year deal. 3 years left with A.J. Brown. That's expensive for a wide receiver. He's making big money. The Pats have it. I mean, they've got the draft capital, and I mean, they got the cap space to go and pay him.
Right.
So it's not insane to do it, but whew, it would be wild.
Yorkie's a Philly Eagle guy. He said, hello, no, this is not happening. You guys
Why
think
not?
this is happening?
Hell no. Why would
No.
you say hell no? You
No,
wouldn't
no,
want
he
to
said,
have.
hello.
Oh,
Hello.
no.
No, this is not happening. I think that's what he meant. Said a hell no.
I don't know. You wouldn't want Abdul Carter as an Eagle fan? You want to hang on to A.J. Brown that desperately? I mean, you do have Devontae Smith. Like, you do have good wide receivers still. Like, I don't know. I can't. What would be in the package would be questionable, but you are talking about a Super Bowl winning wide receiver who has, had insane years. Look at the record for the Eagles with A.J. Brown on the field last year. I mean, I think they won their first 13 games with A.J. Brown on the field last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's a stud. Absolutely, he's a stud. But Abdul Carter, you guys, the Patriots took one of your best defensive linemen. Like, the Eagles lost a lot on their defense last year, off the championship caliber defense. So they need a guy like Abdul Carter. So it fits a need for what the Eagles are looking for. He's a Penn State kid. Like,
They'll love him.
oh my God. Like, he would be insane.
Yeah.
It would be instantaneous. They'd be in love with him. So, he is that good, Conrad. Yeah, I would agree. He is that good. But again, if I'm the Patriots, the Patriots aren't winning anything this year. You trade for A.J. Brown, you're trying to win in the next 3 years. Like, you're trying to win right now. I don't know if the Patriots are ready to win right now. Like, they're building towards that. But I'd rather have a guy that's going to be a Patriot defensive wrecking machine for, the next 10 years and be under a rookie contract for the first 4, knowing you can pay him, you don't have to pay him the money you're paying A.J. Brown.
Right.
But yes, the Eagles GM, the Eagles are the best organization in football right now. In terms of the way that Howie Roseman is running things, there's nobody better right now.
I don't know.
We'll watch it.
That was the draft portion of the show, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it.
Eagles win the NFC. Yeah, I mean, sure. It's possible they go back-to-back and they win. They go back to the Super Bowl. Not crazy. I don't know, Ross. You trade Ray Brown, you're not winning it for 5 years.
Wow.
I don't know if he's a building block. He's a piece for the offense. So, I mean, if he wants to be in New England, if his dream is to be in New England, the Eagles might be annoyed by what he's doing on social media. They might be like, we're sick and tired of you doing these videos, man. Stop kissing the ass of the Patriots. Like, what are you doing? You're an Eagle fan. You're an Eagle player. So maybe he's worn out his welcome a little bit.
Or maybe he's just trolling everybody.
Very true. All very, very true on this. All right. What happened last night? Rodgers goes on Pat and he calls the Jets a debacle.
Fair.
It's been proven now that he was in Pittsburgh because Aaron confirmed it to Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Pat asked him, were you in Pittsburgh? Was that you clandestinely driving a Chevy Malibu, by the way?
By
Souped himself? Up? No, a rental car.
Just a regular stock model
rental car with a hoodie on and sunglasses coming out of the back of the facility where the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette had just randomly stuck a reporter or a photographer just in case.
Mm-hmm. And
he had a long telescopic lens. It was just taking pictures. And like, that was the rumor that might have been him. But one, he was driving himself. People were like, come on, he's not driving himself. Two, it was a Chevy Malibu. People were like, why the hell is he driving a Chevy Malibu?
They're nice.
Okay, but it's not like it's a stock rental car. Like you walk up to Hertz and you're like, give me the mid-size.
Mid-size. I think it's a mid-size or maybe a full size. I don't know. But yeah.
So he was driving. They
got no power. Those Malibus. They need a little more oomph.
Okay, but it was not a car that you would think that Aaron Rodgers would be driving around Pittsburgh going in to meet with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
Were the Jets wrong? I mean, I'm assuming you saw the interview, but like according to Aaron, he sat down for what he thought was going to be a 2 or 3 hour meeting. And Aaron Glenn asked him one question: do you want to play football next year? He said yes. And then Aaron Glenn said, okay, we're going in a different direction with the quarterback position. Which is kind of like, why didn't you tell me that over the phone? Like, why did you fly me? Why did you have me fly all the way here to sit down and have a conversation with you when you could have just told me, well, we're going to go in a different direction. We're not going to bring you back next year.
I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that. No, even if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I want you to tell me face to face. I'm a face to face guy.
Okay.
If you call me on the phone and say, hey, just
so FaceTime's not good enough?
We're fired. You're fired, or you're a free agent. We're letting you go. We're going a different direction. I'd rather you tell me in person so I can feel it, smell it, look you in the eye. No, FaceTime. No, you could be not wearing pants like me right now. That's fine. Like, no, I mean, no. FaceTime's no good. Phone calls no good. They fired Jopa over the phone at Penn State. I'll never forget that. It was like, wait a second. Hey, what? Called him and said, he goes, yeah, you're done. Oh, and then they asked him, what'd they say? He said, they said, I'm done. No, I'd rather fly me back and tell me. Now, that was weird the way it was asked. Like, I actually give him credit for getting right to the point. Like, 2-hour meeting. What did you want to talk about for 2 hours, Aaron?
Well, he thought he was going to be part of the plan. Like he thought he was meeting.
Did he really, though?
Well, he said that to him, and he said it on Pat. I mean, Aaron said, my intention was, because he's like, you don't know him, because like, as he explained how as it went from there, Aaron was pissed off. And so Aaron was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, well, he's like, I don't know if you're going to be in the back of the room, and I'm going to have to worry about what you're saying. Yeah. And he was like, you don't know me. He's like, you don't know anything about me. You think I'm going to come in here and undermine everything you're going to say?
Yeah.
And Aaron was like, that's why I'm sitting here, because you don't know a thing about me and I don't know a thing about you. Right. So let's get to know each other. And Aaron's like, we don't, he's like that just got off to the wrong foot, and it went sideways from there. So, I mean, Aaron Glenn had no intention of bringing him back. It felt a little bit, I don't know, maybe reciprocal. The Jets, because of all the drama that Aaron had put them through for a couple of seasons, that was his way of, the owner's way.
Neither guy got a tie to each other.
Right.
And I don't know if they made Glenn do that? Like, because he's the coach of the Jets. So all that past history with Rodgers and the Jets, bringing that up now, I think it was a guy who, if he'd have called him and said, "You're fired," Aaron would have gone on Pat and said, "They called me and said I was done."
That's a good point.
So it can win either way. Aaron having the form that he has with Pat is a unique situation. He can come on and say whatever he wants.
Tough on the team. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't going to work. It wasn't. He really expected that he was going to be a part of the team. I don't think so.
I don't know. Yeah, that would be a great point. So. Until like, did you really think that you were, or did you want to go back? Because the other part of the interview that's getting people's attention is that he said he'll play for $10 million next year.
Yeah.
And so there are fans of certain teams are saying, okay, call his bluff. Like if you're the 49ers, call his bluff. Say, okay, here's a 1-year, $10 million contract. Do you want it? Come play. Come home. Come play for the Niners for 1 year.
I would have, before he finished saying it, if I was the Saints, I would have called him.
Fair. That too, right?
And said, you want to play in a dome and you want to play in the NFC West or the NFC South, where we can win this division? Let us know, because we'll give you the 10 and we'll fly you down and mean it.
Right. It is wild. The Vikings, he wanted to play for the Vikings and the Vikings said, no, thank you.
Right.
That's interesting. They were like, we're not doing the Brett Favre career thing, guys. We're not doing the full loop. Like we're not doing Green Bay, New York Vikings. We're not doing that. We're taking JJ McCarthy. We're good with JJ. On we go.
There's Roper down there. I wouldn't hate that at all. And there's Butchie right there going, no, even with the EAUX. Do you think you want him as a Saints? Your Saints situation with quarterback right now is not good.
It's a disaster. There's a lot of teams. I think you can have no quarterbacks like the Saints, or you can have too many like the Giants. I'm not sure which one I want. Somebody said yesterday, I forget, I'm sorry to not attribute to you, but like that the Giants are going to draft Shedeur Sanders and they're going to cut Jameis Winston before camp. Like Jameis and
Russ
Tommy DeVito both are getting cut before camp, and the two quarterbacks that will be going into the season will be Russ with Shedeur backing him up.
Wow.
Which I could see that. That's not crazy.
Right.
To have that. And then because you can cut a guy before camp and before his contract becomes actually, valid. So you bring them both in, you see who wins, and then you cut one of them or trade the other one or whatever and cut Tommy DeVito, which is going to cost you nothing to do that.
What a ruthless business. Right.
It's hard.
Like Jameis really seems like he's on board with being a good teammate and, doing the thing now, and just you bring him in. He's like, yeah, I'll sign. And then really, no, we're not.
Yeah.
I don't blame Rodgers for waiting.
And I think Racon's right here. I think Rodgers just needs to hang out and stay in shape and make sure the arm's ready, because there's going to be an injury. Someone's going to get hurt.
Yes.
And you're going to need, what do? Go get Aaron Rodgers to save the season. Some rookie quarterback gets hurt, or some second-year quarterback gets hurt, or Josh Allen breaks his ankle or something, and you got to figure out, like, what do we do? You can't throw the whole year away, so bring in Aaron Rodgers.
Isn't it going to end up with Rodgers then in Indy?
They didn't want him.
I know, but they're going to get hurt. Richards, it's Danny Dimes is the backup now.
Yeah,
and so
he may be the starter.
Rodgers, he'll come in.
Yeah, that's possible. I could see.
I could any team come into the studio with Pat and the boys every week.
Oh God, could you imagine that?
Right, like it's setting up for that. So
I could see
fans enjoy that.
I could see that. That's possible, I guess.
You heard that here first.
But Pittsburgh too.
No.
So you don't think Pittsburgh's taking him?
I think it's a last resort. I don't think they want another year of all of that.
So here's the question. The Patriots did this last year with Drake May, where Drake May sat for 5-6 games and then they handed the keys over to him. Patriots were willing to be bad because they had a rookie quarterback and they had some flashes, but for the most part, they sucked. That's why they're the 4th pick in the draft. They shouldn't have the 1st pick in the draft. If their then head coach had done what he was supposed to have done, Patriots lose that game and they have the number 1 pick versus having the number 4 pick in the draft. But if they drafted Jackson Dart or they drafted, Jalen Milroe's got a lot of steam going right now to you guys. Pittsburgh might be looking to draft Jalen Milroe. Would you be careful or would you rather comfortable with him for 5 games, 6 games? Rudolph's the quarterback, and then you're handing the team over to a rookie. Now, it's not like Pittsburgh to do that. But would you be cool with that versus Rodgers?
I think so.
Okay.
If that's your guy. I don't know. Like, I think they're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Tomlin's on the way out, but like at some point they're going to have to do something. Like the status quo just can't continue.
Huh. By the way, breaking news. We'll get to the NBA portion, but Shams is reporting that Ja is determined to play tonight. He has significant swelling and underwent an ejection yesterday on his ankle.
Okay.
Okay. So he's one wrong step from being out. So yikes. So we'll get to that here in a second, but that's breaking news in the NBA for the playoffs tonight. I think Aaron Rodgers is in a position. He said something yesterday, which I found to be pretty interesting. He talked about, and I didn't know this, not that it matters, but he was like, I'm in a serious relationship, kind of like saying I'm in a different part of my life now that I don't need this. And if that's the case, just go on Pat every week. Just like, his money's got to be right. He must have no problem. He must not have to play for the money. So why not just go? And if you get the best offer in the world, fine. But like, if I'm him, retire. Like you've won your championship. You've had all sorts of drama around your last couple of seasons. Just walk.
I mean, that's easy to say until you're the guy having to walk and
Fine.
not knowing what you're going to do and still thinking that you can play. Like he came back from that injury and still hasn't really got a chance to prove that he's back from that injury. So I see why that would be hard to do. But yeah, that could be a solution. I don't think we'll see him go in the media. There's all that talk like of him hosting Jeopardy and all the other stuff. And, he was doing
Maybe
the discount
later, though.
check commercials. I don't think so. I don't know. I think he's going to go. We won't see him for a while.
That's how I would be. I mean, if I was him, like just go. Like he's been going to yoga retreats in upstate Vermont. Like that's what he's been doing. Like just go and do that. Disappear. Like be like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's been gone. We haven't seen her around forever. Like she's been since mid-February. She's been a ghost.
Yoga retreats in New Hampshire.
That's where in Vermont.
In Vermont.
Upstate Vermont, near the Canadian border, he said he was. That's where he was when he got out and flew down to the Jets. He was at a yoga retreat in upstate Vermont.
That's interesting. I'm trying to get a mental visual picture of a yoga retreat in Vermont.
Sure. I mean, this is a guy who did that in Costa Rica, wherever the hell he went to take ayahuasca.
Yeah.
He went into a darkness room for 2 days. It's just what he does.
A yoga retreat in LA, a yoga retreat in San Francisco, a yoga retreat in South Beach, or
it's all the same people.
like that.
Upstate Vermont's the same type of person.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same type of person. It's like people go to Montana. It's the same thing. It's like that same same people. Put it that way.
Okay.
To become a vegan. Yes. Yeah. Upstate Vermont to go become. They're all the same people. Very, 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 very similar on that. But is what it is. Kind of a follow-up from yesterday's conversation. DraftKings has withdrawn their application to become a prediction market.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm waiting for an answer to that question right there. We had a great interview yesterday, got a lot of feedback and compliments from Andrew Kim coming on, a lawyer, a DC lawyer, came on and talked to us about that. But there you see it right there from Bloomberg. DraftKings has withdrawn an application for a license to sell derivatives in a sign of the gambling industry's hesitant approach to the rise of prediction markets, which is ironic as far as a headline because there's nothing hesitant about anything that Kalshi's doing. Nothing.
So who told DraftKings to stop?
Well, you speculated to me that it was who?
I think it was Massachusetts. I think Massachusetts walked in and knocked on the door and said, "What the hell are you guys doing? We're not okay with this, guys. Like, you guys are the second biggest employer in the state of Massachusetts. Stop it." That's my theory.
It's not bad. That's not bad. Somebody told them. Like, and my response back to you was, okay, are they telling anyone else? Like, is FanDuel getting the knock and saying, hey,
no, because FanDuel's over, because
stop.
FanDuel is Flutter, and Flutter is in England. So it's not, they don't have the same type of connection that they do with, I mean, there's a lot of people who are heavily in bed in Massachusetts with DraftKings. Like, there's a lot of real high level power people that, you know, this came from somewhere, and this was a loud enough knock that it got their attention, because this would be, I mean, they did the NFT thing. Remember that whole DraftKings NFT thing? And we're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you selling NFTs? They were doing that. So DraftKings sticking their toe in a variety of different things. That's kind of what Jason Robbins has said. DraftKings is not a sports book company. They're a tech company. So why wouldn't they go and do this? It makes complete sense why they would go ahead and do this. And someone said,
pull it, you mean withdraw?
No, they would try to do it. It makes complete sense for them.
They would try to do it. Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense for them to attempt to apply for this license, get a license, and go into this market and say, okay, well, if Kalshi's doing it, let's be prepared to have, was it DK Predict? That was going to be called?
Mm-hmm.
So to have that available and say, all right, go ahead, and we'll pivot to this. And somebody high enough up there in the government told them to stop until they did.
That's my response back to you when we were trading texts about the story was, oh, wow, maybe this isn't just a layup like it was going to be.
Right.
Because if there's resistance and or it might not be ruled okay to do, then them pulling the application looks smart. Them saying they were going to do it was because it looked like it was just going to get passed and go right through. So that there might be a preemptive strike, Yorkie. Maybe
just dodging the bullet. Maybe seeing the gun being taken out and going, okay, we're good. Like, sorry, like, don't do this. Like, we're not going to get involved with this. Like, you know, somebody again higher up, either federally or locally, told DraftKings, like, you don't want to be a part of this. Let Kalshi do the fight. Let them spend all this time, all this money fighting, and then you guys can just ride in afterwards, and you already will know what's legal and what is not. So why get involved right now? It's like a third man in situation, right?
Fair.
It's like, let the two guys fight, stand back, and then watch and see who wins.
Oh, speaking of which, it's almost the playoffs. Oh, I love it. I love that sound of that.
Can't be a third man in, right? That's an automatic 5-minute major and game injection.
You're up.
Automatic third man in. So that to me is what I think this is going on here for DraftKings. I'm not sure they're done with it, but we talked to Andrew Kim yesterday, and I asked him how long do you think this is going to go on for, and he said a year to a year and a half to the Supreme Court. So DraftKings, sit down, sit down, stop, don't join this fight, because if you do, the shrapnel could be pretty bad. If it blows up in Kalshi's face, you're going down too.
And there's that expression about, like, you know, you are who you hang out with, and you pick your friends or all this other stuff. Like, this may not be the time to get lumped in with this, with the road that they're going to go down to fight this to the end, whether they win or lose, is going to be very bumpy.
And think about how many friends DraftKings has in state houses around the country, right?
Yeah.
So, like, probably a lot of people picking up the phone and going like, you aren't seriously going to do this, right? Like, let them do that, but you're going to do this too? Like, we're going to have problems. Like, you're operating in 30 states at the moment. Like, we're going to have problems. Like, this is not going to work for you. So stop it. So maybe it was not just one state. Maybe it was a multitude of states that all came out and said like,
Right.
well, you're going to be in court with us, and you're going to be in court with us, and with us, and with us, and with us, and with us. And then they're like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. This isn't worth it. We have no idea how much money is actually in these things. People might not like this. We might think that they like it, but they might not.
Right.
Like the predictive market thing might not work for some people. In particular, if you're building your entire brand, when you open up the DraftKings app, what's the first thing that you see? Number one live sports betting sportsbook. Like they're hanging their hat on live betting.
Right.
Predictive market up to this point. I don't know how Kalshi is going to pull that off, but Kalshi is going to try to come in with live predictive market betting at some point. I'm assuming.
Fascinating. I rewatched the interview again and I was laughing because I was like, he knew what to say or how to say it when we were asking these questions, but that was a good interview because we hit every angle of that topic and the different means to the end, the different fights, the different side streets that you're going to go down. It was good. This though, I don't know. This is one of those ones. This is the better move.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like just let them fight it out. And then you come in later and like pick up the pieces whenever you figure out the glass has been broken and everything else is shattered and you can just come in and walk through the window pane and not get cut.
Yeah.
Because it's got the potential to be bad for, I mean, I just can't see how Kalshi winds up winning this. I can't see how they're going to allow one company to fundamentally transform the last 6 years in this country, 7 years in this country worth of work. And one company comes in and blows it all up. I don't know. That seems to be a little bit difficult.
I don't know either.
It's a little hard to believe that. And New Jersey and Nevada with massive gambling conglomerates get told to go fly a kite.
Right.
Doesn't make a lot of sense to me for that to happen. So, all right, tonight with the NBA play-in, Miami and Atlanta. You feel good about back in Atlanta tonight at home?
No.
How could you with the way they played against the Magic?
I have no idea what to do with this game.
I do.
You like a side?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Betting on Spoelstra. I'm betting on the better coach.
Yeah, that at least makes sense. But
more prepared, a guy who, and then I think JY said it yesterday. I think he's completely right that the Heat winning this game and then going to take on Cleveland and making life difficult for the Cavs is really possible.
Very much so.
So I know they don't.
Cavs sweep or gentlemen sweep Atlanta. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, they destroy Atlanta. Atlanta's done.
Miami may win one or two games.
Yeah.
It could actually make it really hard.
I agree, Chef Benny. Hawks are in their huddle going 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Yes, I think that they're getting ready to go somewhere. They got one more game they got to play. I mean, if you're in Atlanta, Atlanta's a tough sports town to begin with. Okay, it's a quasi sports town. It's a big market, but it's a college football hotbed. They love their college sports, but pro sports are always really tough. There's a big group of Falcon fans. There's a smaller group of Hawks fans. Thrashers never worked. That's why they came and went in Atlanta. It's a hard market. The Braves have moved around like crazy. Now they're not even in Atlanta. Now they're north of the city. So like it's a tough sports town. I'll never forget. I bought a playoff game for a playoff ticket for $2 to watch Greg Maddux pitch in a playoff game when I was living in Alabama outside. $2.
Who'd they play?
I think it was. I can't remember the year. It was like 2006 or
no. It was
02, 03. It was 02 and 03 because I was in Alabama. So it was like 2002, 2003. So whoever they played in the playoffs, it was the first series, their first game one of that series in their first round of the playoffs. This is before the wild card. Or I guess they just had one wild card then. Because the Red Sox, that's how the Red Sox got in 04.
Right.
So they would have had the wild card.
Somebody in the chat, look it up.
It was $2. I got a $2 ticket.
Cash
10 minutes before the game.
Oh, that's
$2.
Fantastic.
It's just a weird city. It's that Fulton County Stadium. was walking into Fulton County Stadium.
Cash.
Yep, $2. Here you go. It was right before the game started. Guy was like, I was like, give me $2. He's like, done. Here. Gave me the ticket. Atlanta's a soccer town. Maybe. I mean, it's a weird sports town. And so tonight, I don't know how many people are going to be there.
Who is that? Shakusko? Is that what that said? Shakusko. Okay, Atlanta's a soccer town. Is it?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. They do love NASCAR. That's true. They are a NASCAR town.
Football. You're right.
But that's a one-time thing. That's a one-off. You know, they're 1-2 races a year that are there. So, like, it might have been the Cubs. Yeah, that's possible. It may have been the Cubs. Whoever they played in the first round.
The Cubs. Jimmy Football, Stevie Mack. Wow.
I drove. I got off my morning show at noon, and I drove. I left at like 2:00. It took me like 4.5, 5 hours. I parked really far away, and I walked, and I got there right before it. I was like looking around for scalpers, and then it was like $2. I was like, oh my gosh. And I got in to see the game. Turned around, drove back that night, did my morning show. That's back in the day when I can operate on 2 hours of sleep.
By yourself.
By myself, yeah.
Without satellite radio.
Without satellite radio. Yeah, just local play-by-play, sports talk radio. Just going, the Braves were really good. And watching the Braves, I'd never seen the Braves play in person. It was a playoff game. And I'd heard that tickets weren't going to be hard to get because everybody was saving up for the NLCS and the World Series.
Right.
So they're like, it's the first round, game one, good tickets will be cheap to come by. And they weren't wrong. I got it for $2.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah. So
what'd you listen to driving home?
Local play-by-play, local sports talk.
Wow. Okay.
Atlanta sports talk radio going in and out. And then mostly that the whole way. Because what's the station in Atlanta? Whatever the station the Braves are on, not TBS, that's TV, but there's a radio station where the Braves have been on for a long time. It's a 50,000 watt flamethrower that you basically can get it in Birmingham. And from Birmingham all the way to Atlanta, you can listen to it.
Oh, wow.
So it's just one channel, one station the whole way. So
kids, imagine that. You're driving 4 hours and you're listening to one station, whatever comes
not
on.
Serious.
Locked in. Right. Not serious. No.
Not Sirius XM.
Yeah.
But an actual
like
radio
you
station.
go up and down a hill. Sometimes it fades out, then it comes back. But you just get locked in and listen to somebody talk like us, like kind of thing.
Yes. WSB. Correct.
Oh, okay.
WSB.
Thanks,
yes.
Joe.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah.
No, not 680 the fan. The fan, that was the fan wasn't 50,000 watts. It might be now, but it's a station that Kincaid worked at. That's the fan. That's where he worked. That's where he worked.
Okay.
But I was looking for the home of the Braves is where I was listening to that station in Atlanta, driving and just listening to news talk and sports talk and Braves coverage and whatnot. So it's but yeah, that was back in the day. Of course, yes, it was. Braves fans were spoiled. Always easy to get early ticket rounds. Yeah, it's true. $2 though. I think it'll be $2. That's how much it cost. Miami tonight. Late game. We told you about the Memphis news. John Morant had an injection in his ankle. It is severely swollen. He's going to essentially what they're going to give him is a painkiller to make his foot numb. Okay. So I don't know if you guys ever walked around when your foot's asleep, but it doesn't feel good.
No.
So to play high level basketball, I'll be very curious to see what happens. Give me Dallas.
To win outright?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Go there on a mission. Go there with Memphis. And it's really possible how Memphis is going to, and again, I think Coach said it yesterday, ESPN's got a whole big thing on it today about this could be the last game you see with John Morant with the Grizzlies.
Really?
Mm-hmm. This could be it. Yeah, at the end of the year, they'll go ahead and send everything out. So he's the Easter Bunny hopping around tonight, kind of. I mean, kind of. That's what he'll probably most likely look like.
Put it in the chat for the hoop heads. Give him a poll. -6, +6. Who you got? Memphis -6. Dallas +6. Is this turned into a public dog? Is this just an injury play?
It could be. I think there's some people who do like Ja a lot though, and they think the Mavericks are a mess. So right. I wouldn't say that's a complete public dog. We're using straight up or doing
-6. To see if they take the point. Yeah. Johnny Parlay. Today's soccer bet, the over-under was up to 12 at some point at Wrigley today because the wind is blowing out. Only 2-1 after 4.5. First inning, no run.
Wow.
The plus money is a solid play. Size plus 130.
Wow. I saw that too. I saw that wind. Everybody was jumping on it. He's right.
Yeah.
That was Ross Randall. I don't want Ja. We talked about Ja before.
Whoa.
Ja doesn't work on the Celtics. No, he doesn't work in Boston the way they play. Great player, but Ja does not work in my mind. All right, to Saturday, game 1 of the playoff series in the NBA. Game 1, Detroit at New York. Up to 7 for the Knicks. Total is 220.5. Oh.
You're supposed to lay it.
A little win there for your
Nice.
Galatians won
5-game win streak now.
Wow.
Good. That's good. I'm looking forward to seeing those two knuckleheads next week. It'll be good. Spend some time. Dave, if Ja plays, does that number go to 7?
Probably.
I don't think so.
It opened 6.5. It was bet down to 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you get the favorite play on that.
Okay.
You might get a quick move in game if he's healthy. Like if you see that he's healthy, the game closes 6 or 7, and it looks like, oh boy, he's all right, and they get a little quick lead. I mean, he'll be up over 10 very fast.
I mean, he while the drugs are there, I think he'll be fine. But it's just, how long can they keep the thing numb before he can't walk? Like, turned ankles are no joke.
What's your early indications in the poll?
All Dallas. 75% Dallas.
Wow.
Makes sense. I mean, makes sense.
Does it?
Take the points. Yeah, I think it's a playoff game. This is a game 7. This is just like, unfortunately, I thought we'd see it with the 9-10 games, but these are game 7s. Someone's season will end tonight. 2 teams will be playing basketball no more. Wow, he's an idiot to try and play. Really? I don't know, an idiot. Let's see if he can play. Just let's see how much.
Oh, if he's on the move, if the stuff's all true about him being on the move, I don't know if I'm taking a shot to play for this team right now.
I think he's taking a shot because he wants to get. This is a good PR move, and I think he actually loves the ball. He wants to play. It's a playoff game. He wants to play. I mean, but Jaws had a lot of bad publicity and a lot of bad press the last 6 to 12 months.
The last like 5 days.
That too.
It's been not good. Yeah.
The grenades versus the gun versus
all that stuff.
All that stuff is not. It's not good. Yeah,
I don't know. I'll take a peek at this. I don't know. Again, I'll be watching baseball.
You're gonna watch Detroit and New York
tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will watch some of this. I want to see Detroit compete.
And I think they will. I think they will. I think Detroit takes one of the first 2, and I think they have a better shot at winning game 1 than game 2.
This is dead under.
Ooh.
I think it is.
Probably so.
I think it's a dead under.
But Cade has scored at least 22 points in every game this year against the Knicks. Supposed to be able to stop people, and they can't stop Cade Cunningham.
It's just one of those situations where they let Cade get his and don't let anyone else. That's how the Knicks win.
Maybe. I mean, I think that's possible, but I think if you're the Knicks, I think you're trying to see like Jalen Brunson, and you're trying to see your players get loose against Detroit's defense, which hasn't been great, but here comes our resident Pistons fans that they're going to play defense.
There's Daniel G. Detroit gonna play defense. Okay.
If they do, game's dead under, you're right, because we know the Knicks are going to try to play defense. But it could be a race to 100. That's possible.
Ross Randall. Look at this. I hate this time of year. I'm up all night watching sports, and then I'm up by 3:30/4 to get the boat ready and running. # team no sleep.
Pretty much.
Welcome to the East Coast watching playoff stuff.
Right. Game 1, Indiana hosting Milwaukee. Dame will not play game 1, but he is scheduled to play game 2. Pacers better win this game, right? They better win game 1.
I like Milwaukee.
In game 1 without Dame?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because this will be the bet. Like they'll bet the Pacers.
Game 1.
Yeah, because of this. This will be the game. This one will have people flipped.
Ooh.
Yeah. Milwaukee will win this one outright. Dame will come back. The Pacers will win and cover. And then they'll go to Milwaukee tied 1-1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that, kind of to your point, I think this series is unbettable until Dame plays. I need to see it. I need to see 2 games, one without and one with. And then game 3, fine. I'll get involved with this series, but not for the first 2 games.
I feel like you could set your watch on, not on Dame time, on Milwaukee being down in this game and then coming back.
Okay.
Like big, biggest lead of the game for Pacers will be over 10 points.
The biggest overarching story of this series is if Indiana knocks out Milwaukee, does Giannis force his way out? Because he has stated that he needs to be on a competitive team, and he's giving Milwaukee this shot this year. Eastern Conference Finals or nothing, or he wants out.
I just want to have that ability to say, yeah, if we don't do good, I'm leaving.
Right.
And I'm part of it, but
knowing that other teams are going to line up to pay you.
Right.
So it's a great power position to be in. In Milwaukee, being a small market team, you have a superstar who's won a championship in your uniform. It's really difficult to have him say, I want out, and for him to leave. It's LeBron and Cleveland all over again.
Vic says I'm smoking something again. Vic Ferrari. You think I'm smoking something, Vic? I'm not smoking anything. Toppin will get Giannis in foul trouble with charges?
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
Okay.
There's a maybe there. Also, do they not call fouls? I mean, that's how is the game going to be refereed will be interesting.
Right.
It's the playoffs. If they say we're not calling fouls, or if they call tons of fouls, okay, that's possible. But
wow,
I mean,
Indiana lines up to 6.
Giannis is the best player on the court. Okay. Best player on the court. Because I think that's to your point, Dave. They're all betting Indiana thinking that, okay, you better get it now because Dame is playing game 2.
Yeah.
So that's in reaction to what you're saying. The people are going to run to the window to bet it, going like, uh-oh, get it now. It's a good question, Brendan. Is Halliburton going to hit his shots? Sure. It's a questionable question. I mean, he's an unbelievable talent, but he can go ice cold.
Right.
So, but if he's on, I mean, Indiana should win the series. I mean, the number 1 player is Giannis, but the number 2 player is Halliburton.
Right.
So, let's see what he does, how he's going to go. So, Zebras will be calling. I don't know. We'll see. Butchie, I mean, they might, but what if they don't?
We got a lot of people to watch the show from Indiana. A little smaller portion of people watch the show from Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
But who wins this series? Type that in the chat. What's up, fellas? Have a great weekend. Great Easter weekend. From Raphael.
What's going on, man?
Raf, good to see you. Raf Esparza presents You Can Bet That. Happy Easter, brother. Hope the parents are good. Hope everything's working.
Is that his
down
show?
there.
Is that his name of his show?
I think so.
Oh, that's smart to do that. Have your handle in the chat be
right.
be the name of your show. I like that.
I think so. We got to have Raf on. He did WrestleMania props.
Oh my.
For books. I mean, he does all that specialty stuff. He makes the numbers for politics, wrestling, weird stuff. All that.
That's so funny. I was sitting with my friend who works in conjunction with the WWE, and she asked me, she goes, how do people bet on this? Like, do they understand what goes on? Like, do they know what this is?
Don't ruin it for them. Stop. Please. Don't even say it.
It was really funny. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was like, she's like, I don't understand. She's like, don't they know what they're watching? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, they put money on it? Like, wait, what? They're betting on it?
Yeah.
How are they betting on it? It's awesome.
Daniel G. Whoa. Jackie. I see Jackie watching the show. Hi, Jack. Good to see you.
On? We'll get to Roll Call Friday here in a second. Clippers Nuggets game 1. Clippers wins the series in 6, but I don't know about game 1. This is the zigzag.
Most compelling series for me.
Okay.
This one. We got a lot of things at stake. A lot of people's reputation on this right now.
Ooh, okay.
Tommy the Lip. A lot of people talking about
he's gonna be okay.
Clippers. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. In this series. I don't know about the next one, but he'll be okay in this series.
Think they disposed of them easily?
Not easily. 6 games. 4-2.
Okay.
Clippers. They win it in 6 games.
Everything's made for them, set up for them to do that exact thing. So we shall see. I want to go to a Clipper playoff game.
Oh my.
The
show is going to be pretty impressive.
Right?
That building. I mean, the Intuit Dome is everyone. The guy who cuts my hair goes like once a month. Big Clipper fan. He says like, you have to go. It's like, it's unbelievable. It's like, it's an absolute, it's unlike anything in basketball.
Yeah, I got to see this joint. I think they win the series, but I'm not like, Look, there it is. Kyle 305. Clippers defense is really good, but I trust Jokic in the postseason way more than Harden or Kawhi's health. That's a fair argument, Kyle.
What are the Nuggets going to do in the minutes in which Jokic is on the bench? That's the series to me. If they don't get help in the non-Jokic minutes, if they don't get someone to score and someone to pick up the slack, not happening.
Like I said, I can't wait to watch that series. That's going to be the one. I think. I don't think there's going to be blowouts.
See, I bet this one. I bet Clippers. I have an opinion on this series. I don't have an opinion on this. Coach likes Minnesota. The world likes the Lakers. Like everyone likes the Lakers.
I know.
And I'm like, goodness gracious. I don't know what to do with it. This is just watch to me. I got to see this because I love Anthony Edwards. I love Ant. I think he has the potential to just do incredible things. But Luka and the Lakers and LeBron not having home court, like, oh goodness.
Maybe this is the series. This will be.
I agree, Jimmy Jack.
This is the series.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we get the extended series in this. Like, I hope we get this to go 6 and or 7. I need to see it. I need to see it. I think we're going to have a Luka dud.
Oh, really?
There's going to be a Luka dud, whether it's game 1 or game 2.
Okay.
And then, you'll hear all the noise. And then he's going to go to Minnesota. He might go for 50 in Minnesota in game 3 or 4. Might go for 50. Remind everybody. And listen, I love you guys in Minnesota. I really do. Really appreciate you guys all watching.
I'm seeing this.
Lakers in 5, Brian. Yeah.
There's so many people that are on LA. I don't know. Yeah. I just, when this many people are running to the window and people are betting it like it's already decided and giving Minnesota no chance of
zero.
I'm like, who's on the T-Wolves, right? Like, that there's no answer for Anthony Edwards, right? There's no answer for him. There's nobody on the Lakers that can stop him.
Well, I mean, Coach came on yesterday, and again, another great interview. If you guys missed it, go back and watch that on the replay. You'll have time because we're not doing a show again for 2 weeks. So go back and watch some of the old shows. He's big on Randall having a good series.
Right.
So, Kyle 305. What's this? Francisco say? I mean, Luka took Dallas to the finals with Kyrie, LeBron in the playoffs better than Kyrie.
He means with Kyrie. LeBron in the playoffs better than Kyrie? Answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In the playoffs, the answer is yes. Dalton Connect. You're banking on Dalton Connect. I love Dalton Connect, but he's your key to the series. Uh-oh.
Knock him down, Dalton.
Uh-oh. Dalton Connect's if he's your guy, like that's not great.
Those are good series though. Like that, that's gonna be fun. Like there's gonna be some really good stuff.
I would agree. You can sink your teeth into. It's gonna be fun. When we come back, it's gonna be fun to see. We'll be down to a final 4, I think, by the time we come back.
No, I looked at the dates. The first round will be barely over.
Perfect. Okay, even better. Nice, good. So we have playoff hockey and playoff basketball to watch. That's great
because they spaced out
so
long.
Yeah,
I went and looked at that. I was like,
that's great.
The hockey will be completely done with the first round.
Oh, first round.
With the first round. But the NBA is so spaced out. Like we can come back and everybody get game 7.
So hockey's going to be all into the round 2 when we come back for hockey.
Yeah. The way it's spaced out, yes.
Okay.
It should be. There might be a game 7 that Monday, I think.
On the 5th. Okay.
But
interesting.
I think it's done. Yeah.
We're coming back on Cinco de Mayo, by the way.
I can't wait, by the way.
We can come back on Cinco de Mayo. It's in Vegas. I mean, for me, I'm psyched to be in Vegas on Cinco de Mayo because it's one of the best days in town. It's a fun place to be. Cinco de Mayo.
Fun place to be off.
It
wasn't always the easiest day to work.
Oh, that's true. A lot of sloppy drunks coming up.
Bad. Yeah. And I would try to pretend to talk and speak Spanish. They would ask me questions and stuff. I'd be like, no bueno, bro. No.
Okay. Tomorrow, Blues, Jets. Are the Blues going to go back to that team that they were a couple weeks ago, or is this going to be a quick one and Winnipeg rolls? How about the total? You had 5.
It's right.
5.
It's right. This is an under.
Every game this weekend, by the way, there's not a single 6 on the board.
Yeah.
Every game's under 6 from a total perspective.
I agree with that. It has to start that way. Although, like New Jersey, Carolina's 5.5, but it's under 40, under 45. What are we? Never mind. I don't get started. Wow. So in town here, this game is 5.5 under 55 right now at Circa.
Under 155. Okay, sure.
Wow. They're really taking their shot. Saying you can win on 5 if you'd like, but you're going to pay.
Right.
Damn. St. Louis is a live dog to get one of 2 games. They split at best. They could lose both, but they don't win both.
Bennington steals one.
Yeah.
Stands on his head and steals one. I got it.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, again, Stars at home are dogs in game 1. They're big dogs in the series, and they're a dog at home in game 1.
See the series price for this?
What's it up to now? It was 180.
Colorado minus 180.
That's what it was yesterday. Yeah.
Minus 180.
I know. It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense yesterday. It didn't make sense now. It makes no sense.
Nice.
I agree. I don't understand. This in the Oilers series.
That guy's hurt. Robertson, something's hurt.
Okay, everyone's hurt. Everyone's hurt at this time of the year. It's the NHL.
I know, but he's not playing in the series. Apparently, Stars are in trouble. JPC to 4th.
Wow.
You have to take the Avalanche at this price. You have to take the Avalanche. If the series price is minus 180 and you only have to lay 130 in the first game, wow! Look at that, Ross.
Crap.
Really?
My God. I don't know.
What's the price on that? I mean, you could take that. 15. What's the price on a sweep?
Gotta be
Avs in
expensive.
4 has to be at least 12-1, 15-1. Has to be.
I know they're on 7-game losing streak. I know, but that 7-game losing streak started when the Stars became the number one option, the odds-on favorite to win the cup, and then they lost 7 straight.
Not
It's
good.
crazy.
Not
They went to
good.
be the betting favorite, and then 7 straight losses. Talk about not handling.
Stevie Max is minus
success.
130 is really trappy.
I
Trappy,
agree.
trappy.
I agree with him. I don't subscribe to this Avalanche run through the Dallas Stars idea.
Okay.
I'm not buying it. On to Sunday, Devils at Hurricanes. Big price, minus 195. Total is 5.5. I have absolutely no interest in this series.
Can't find a reason to even take New Jersey.
Even in New York, I was laughing. I was listening to a clip from WFAN, and they were making fun of people in New Jersey for not being Devils fans because there's so many people in upstate New Jersey around the Devils area where they play that are Ranger fans.
Yeah.
That are not going to watch the Devils because they're from New Jersey, but they're Ranger fans, and the Rangers aren't in the playoffs, so people aren't going to pay attention to the Devils.
So when is that game 1?
Sunday, game 1. Yep.
I'll have to look at the schedule. They might be in New Jersey while I'm in New Jersey.
There you go. Yep.
Might be able to go see an NHL playoff game there.
Yeah. And probably good
won't
tickets.
be- I was going to say, if Carolina's up 2-0, the tickets
Good
might
tickets.
be very affordable.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind because they're somewhat affordable now here in Vegas for the
Right.
first round, but that's going to go up exponentially as
Right.
it goes.
As they go with that. You've got Senators Maple Leafs, 160 on Sunday. And guys, roll call Friday coming up on the other side of these games. Just for
Over.
Oh, really?
I like this game over.
I just like the Maple Leafs. Give me Toronto at home.
I think it's setting up good for them.
Yeah.
I think this is
Good.
set up good for them.
It's a good first matchup.
Yeah. I
like
really
it.
do.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be, but not a lot of fun to watch it. And then we've got the Wild and the Golden Knights. Is this it for Fleury?
Yep. Get my fresh look at this.
Does he play?
It's beautiful. I mean, this is the Knights jersey. I love this thing. I never had one white one like this before.
Oh,
Found the joint that was cleaning out space for some stuff. This was like picking up a really good future price on something. I was like, wait a second, is this right? I always get conscious about getting something that might be tagged wrong.
Right, exactly. Get to the register. It's like, sir, sorry, it's not $25. It's actually $75.
So I grabbed it.
Yeah.
And I said, can you tell me how much this costs, please? I just give it to them. And, because they go to the register and they come back and confirm the price that it said it was. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm going to get this.
Give me that. Yeah.
Jess, I already had it. I already
that.
had it, Jess. Everything I just said is not true.
You already had it.
If you're watching the show, she's not. She's working. But yeah, I already had this. Yes, the Knights win in 5. And we
Game 3 they lose?
When we get to say goodbye to Fleury nicely in game 2, because they're probably going to win both home games.
Right.
Minnesota will salvage one there.
Come
and
back in
come
game
back
5.
in game 5 and
Send
say
him
goodbye.
off.
And thank you.
Send him off into his way.
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying to think. The greatest goaltenders of my life. Patrick Waugh would probably be number 1. Tim Thomas is up there. But
I
then
mean, that was magical when he won that. That was
but I would put Marc-Andre Fleury right there.
Dominic Hasek.
Hasek, yep, there as well in my life.
Yeah, back in the day, Grant Fuhr, that's a good one. JPC to 4th.
Marty
Brodeur, boys.
I almost said
Marty
the F word,
Brodeur.
but God, did I hate Grant Fuhr? Oh, did I hate him?
Well, yeah, I mean, you had to.
Pain in the ass, man. both those Cup series against the Bruins just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Well, look at everybody. Everyone's on Brodeur. My God.
That's your goalie, guys? Yeah.
Jesus Christmas. Okay.
It's hard to argue.
Hasek was pretty damn good.
Penguins didn't win a cup till they got Tom Barrasso.
Oh, right.
Back in
Yeah. Waz up there. I mean, for me, Waz just because I hated the Canadians and he was so damn good. He was just like,
yeah.
it's a brick wall. He just couldn't stop him when he was in the net. It was like, son of a. And then he went to Colorado and he was really good with Colorado. Like Patrick Waugh was just a different level, but
Vasilevsky's pretty good for Tampa.
he is. I just
That
don't
series
have
is going to be an absolute war. My
Yes,
goodness.
it doesn't start till next week, though.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it doesn't start for a while.
Tuesday.
Kind of a
Today's
bummer.
Friday.
Yeah. Doesn't start. Felix the Cat. Chris
Osgood.
Osgood. What are we
Wow,
doing?
Vel.
What? Come on, not in the same category.
He was
He's
good.
good, but a lot of guys who were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of guys I'll talk about being good, but not of that same type of caliber of cup winning, Hall of Fame, championship type. Hextall. I know his niece.
Yorkie, come on. Yorkie's a goalie, so Yorkie's going to name all these goalies like Vernon, Curtis Joseph, Felix the Cat. Did love his helmets.
Richter. Wow. What are we going to do? Richter. What we going for? What's his name with the Rangers next?
Who? Van Beesbrook?
No, the guy the guy who's on TV now for Fox for TNT.
Henrik?
Yeah, Lundqvist.
He didn't win nothing.
No, he didn't win anything. That's true. He didn't win anything, but he was pretty good though. He was good at times. I would agree. You got to win the cup. That's 100%.
Have to win a cup to be recognized like that.
Fair. All right, boys and girls, it is time for you guys to get recognized here in our way of saying thank you as we head off to vacation for a couple of weeks. Back on May the 5th, like we've been saying, but this is fun for us because we get a chance to show you guys off to people who come in and watch the show, and our way of saying thank you for being a part of the Brigade.
We do appreciate it. Nobody believes us that people come and watch the show for 45 minutes at a time,
right?
Our average watch time. We've tried to explain to people that this is what our boys and girls do. They come in, hang out, chat with each other before we get started, chat with each other after, and get in the Discord. TheBVBshow.com is the website. You can join the Discord. It's free for now, and we're going to try to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I need 3 digits wherever you're watching the show from. Before I start, wanted to mention a shout out to PB, one of our resident Brigade guys who I got to meet in Florida about a month ago. Happy birthday. Big 7-0 today.
Wow.
Shout out to him.
Happy old-fashioned Friday.
Old-fashioned Friday. He invented it. He's hanging out. So
I'll have one for you later on tonight. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Yes. So you, Fran, enjoy your night out, whatever it is you do, and your birthday. James Bond, Mr. Bond. Yes, sir. PB.
Very
Happy
cool.
birthday, sir. Just had to mention that. So there's Dave's Daily Picks with a super chat. Thank you for the fin. Super busy. Enjoy the time off. Much love. Fade to Grizz. They are checked out and trying to figure out which girl to take on vacay. 317 Lebanon, Indiana. That's how you do it, boys and girls, right there. Put that up. Put the weather report. Put a play in there. Whatever you want. We got to get this thing started right now. Okay?
Hold on. There it is.
What?
I want to go to our foreign country quick.
Look at this. Deuce Daly's in the 809 Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, aboard the Carnival Horizon. We're on a cruise. This is cool. Great.
That's very cool.
Deuce Daly's on a cruise. He brought us. He put the dog with the hat on a thing. This is awesome. At some point, a BVB cruise would be fun. I think that would be fun. We should do a cruise.
How many over under a number of guys we lose overboard?
Don't even say that. It'd be terrible. No, we're not losing anybody. No.
0.5 is the number.
Oh my God, it's a terrible number. No, that's not good. No,
minus 200 on the yes.
I mean, we might leave somebody in the Dominican, like
that too.
Because they're just hanging out somewhere too long.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I could just see like, hey, where's Chef Benny?
We're right there.
Yeah,
he's right there. Having a second kid.
Oh my goodness, Chef Benny. with a super chat, 401 Rhode Island. College football week 1 going to be extra special. The ocean of estrogen will be expanding on the East Coast end of August with baby girl number 2. Have an amazing weekend, Brigade. Good luck, sir. That's good news. Congratulations. That's awesome. I can speak as a girl dad times 3. Just shave it now. Just get used to just clean that stuff up top because they're going to take it all, including your hair. But that's great news. That's really awesome news.
Man. That's awesome news.
JPC the 4th, big super chat here. The orange is a 20. Thank you very much, sir. 313. Enjoy your vacays. No reason not to continue hockey talk and bone us time. Trademarked by Mr. Awesome.
This is true.
This is true.
Garrett, thank you. There's no message, but we appreciate you.
No message. Big G's looking good, though. He's got the nice avatar, and he's got the sport coat on. Thank you very much, Garrett, for the 10 spot, and thank you for being here.
Yeah,
really appreciate the hell out of you, sir.
Appreciate you being here for sure.
Right. There's my man, CBW. 61 years with the paper. Can't believe it. He said he's out. He's also the first one in today.
Yes,
this is becoming a thing. First one in the chat. I don't know when you got here, CBW, but you were first
early. It was hour and a half before airtime.
That's hard to beat. I mean, it's like when they try to go pick up the kids at school and, grandma or somebody, grandpa,
hours early.
An hour already in the first spot. You never get the first spot. But thank you for being here, sir. 315 Oswego, New York. 68 cloudy degrees. Will Dave jinx Felician's win streak next week? I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. We'll see. I will be there. I will try to be on my best behavior.
Yes, please don't get ejected.
Not saying a word.
Okay.
That's it. Although, if you're around on Tuesday, there's already 2 people that are supposed to come by and say hello that I've never met.
Oh, wow.
At the game on Tuesday.
Cool.
So find out where the address is for Felician's home field. Nice. I will be there 100%. Flying to Philly, be in New Jersey for a few days.
Nice.
Mikey Awesome, the Wrench, 757 ODU. Happy WrestleMania weekend. I heart the hashtag BBB Brigade LFGO. Let's go.
There's BB.
Which I should put I have my WrestleMania hat. That's what
I'm
anything about today. That was my WrestleMania
hat. Whoa.
Yeah. Bought one in Philly last year.
Oh, my. Okay.
PB 941 Venice, Florida. Today's a very special old-fashioned Friday as today marks my 70th trip around the sun. Have a happy Easter and go Pats.
Hell yeah.
All of that except for the go Pats. That's fine. Although you heard it here first. If there's a big trade, please tell everybody, man, you know what? I heard Matt say that to Dave on Boston Versus the Book. Somebody just say it if you heard it. Sonic the Wrench, 602. Enjoy the well-deserved vacation. Thank you, sir. And thank you.
Intro today. Yeah, intro today, courtesy of Sonic.
Fantastic work with the overlays, the intros, the different, holidays,
everything.
Things. Do an unbelievable job, man. I can't wait. We're gonna see Sonic in the summer at some point down in the 602. Rob L 517, Fowlerville, Michigan. Is that?
Am I? Yep.
Or lower?
Oh,
Michigan?
don't know.
I'm just curious.
That I don't
know. 75 and sunny today, but thank you for being here, Rob L.
Upper P, lower P. Don't know.
Yeah. UPLP. Jade Albets, 410 St. Michael's, Maryland. Enjoy the time off, fellas.
Oh, by the way, ATL Coos changed his name because he moved back to Chicago.
Ah, okay.
So that's why.
Cusco.
So ATL Coos became Chicago.
Back to the 312. Okay.
There we go.
Well, we need somebody to pick up a spot in Atlanta.
Right.
So, when he was representing us down there.
He was.
There's Geo to WAP, 949 Seal Beach, listening from Long Beach Airport, headed to San Jose for another kid hoop tourney. Stay on that grind, brother. Enjoy your vacation. You do the same. We'll be seeing you soon. We'll be seeing you probably out west. Although next week, would you believe the week I'm gone is when the Pirates are in playing the Angels and the Dodgers?
Oh, well.
I was going to go watch Skeens pitch in person, but I'll have to catch him in San Diego.
Yeah,
looks like. Addison the Wrench, 812, B-Town, Indiana. Safe travels, fellas. Go Ferrari. That was the F1 portion of the show. Thank you very much, Addison. Go Ferrari. JC from KC, 216, Cleveland, Ohio, 78 degrees. At some point, the Royals are going to score more than 4 runs in a game. At some
13
point.
straight.
Hey.
13 straight games.
Offense.
Can't score.
Can't hit, can't score, nothing. Jimmy Football, 416, Toronto. Catching the show from home for once. Big love for the BVB show. We have big love for you too, Jimmy Football. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying that I'm falling for it again, but this might be the year for the Maple Leafs. I think they get around Ottawa, and then look out, baby. Joseph Mogan, my man Joe Mogan, 615 Nashville, Tennessee. We met at the live show in Franklin, Kentucky. Nashville guy. Good to see you here, sir. Thank you for always representing the 615. Appreciate you. Jack Off. Good to see you, Jack. Off. 651, Lakeville, Minnesota. Enjoy the time away, boys. We'll miss you. Enjoy Oasis, Matt.
That's not this trip. Sorry. That's August. I got an August trip planned for that. That was my birthday present, but that's not, this trip was planned months ago. It's kind of staggered. So the birthday will be celebrated in August. This trip was because, well, Amanda basically was sick to death of New England, and she just said, "We're going away, and you're coming with me." I said, "Okay." So
taking the kids though, right?
Only Brooks. Maddie's in school.
Oh,
so Maddie's skating. Maddie will come. Maddie will go to Scotland in August, but Maddie's not going to Jamaica for this trip because Brooks says because Boston and Mass has 2 spring breaks. They have Friday and April.
Oh,
they have 2. Okay. We only have 1.
Right.
So Maddie's not off. She would come if she was actually available, but she can't.
I can't believe it.
May, what day is Kendall out? Do you know, the 23rd or the 21st? Do you know?
No, I think it's the earlier one.
Maddie's at the 21st. I learned that yesterday because I was operating on the 23rd because most of CCSD is out the 23rd. Maddie's out May 21st. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, something about the 5th grade, like not even doing the last week or something. I was
May
like,
21st.
Yeah.
Well, because they walk now. They're going to graduate. They have graduation.
I know. Before Memorial Day. Yeah, it's before Memorial Day. Way before. There's Timmy Cooley Ross, 2000, Sydney, Australia. Enjoy the break, guys. Thank you, Tim. And again, proof positive that we have other countries watching and listening to the show, participating in the show. So if you guys are watching today, this is all. We tell the truth about the show. Like, again, I don't mind these questions, but when we tell you, we tell you. We got nothing to hide. The guys are right here. Oh, look at Joe Mogan.
Yeah.
Leaving a pink spot here. This is nice. Hashtag BVB, keep the lights on.
Thank you.
I and probably many others willing to do whatever to keep the show going. Love you guys. Well, Joe Mogan, that is great news. Thank you very much. Yeah. That is going to help a lot. And if we could find about, a bunch more like you, or a big sponsor that wants to be a part of the show, put their name right here above my head or above Matt's or right in the middle there, there. You can go right there. We'll talk about whatever you want. So get in touch with us. Ask
Thank you, man. Really nice of you.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Good
really
man.
Appreciate you, sir. There's Joseph C. Myers. He's a super chat here. I'm in my feelings about no show for the next 2 weeks.
Sorry.
But thank you all for everything you do, both for the space and for the brigade as a whole.
Gambling space. Yeah. Thank you.
We appreciate you as well, Joe Myers.
We won't get 2 weeks of nothing. Like we don't know what and when, but just be following us at Boston versus the Book on Twitter and on X, and we'll tell you guys what's going to happen. We won't be dark for 2 weeks. It won't be consistent. It won't be every day, but there'll be something for you guys at least once or twice during the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For you guys to hear from us.
I mean, what's going on in the space with the spaces? Like, I think we could kill it with the spaces.
Agreed. Yeah, at night too.
Just a normal conversation for 30
I want to do it from the beach in Jamaica. I want to do a speed.
It works.
Yeah, it's gonna work. That's what I asked a question to the resort. I said, they said, you have high speed internet in your room. Like you can do a show. We have people do shows. So
are you getting the international plan?
On my phone? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter's here. Of course. Yes, I'm leaving the country. Yes. I will 100% have the international plan. Yes. On this. Oh my gosh.
I thought she was going with you. This is big news now that she's not. I didn't know.
No. Maddie's not
Okay.
going with me. No.
Okay.
Maddie's not leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving to go to Jamaica, but she's not coming with. She's coming to Scotland, but she's not coming with this. Joel Honor. Whoa, dude.
Look at this.
Hello.
Wow, this is fantastic. Thank you, Joel. I'm almost blushing here. That's a C note right there. Matt, enjoy a big fatty on the island. Dave, have fun watching the girls play ball. Love you guys and safe travels to you both. We'll be here when you get back.
Thank you.
Facts. Tell them that. Damn doubters.
A lot of them.
Thank you.
Love you.
That's
Love you.
why I do the show.
Iowa folks. You
right
guys
there.
are phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, just
really
solid stuff right there. Really appreciate that.
solid people, solid stuff. Absolutely. That's phenomenal.
Here's Kyle Meyer in the 541 Eugene, Oregon. Thank you. Cross that one off the list. 70 and sunny. Podcast replay every day. Crew represent with the thumbs up, comments, and subscribe. Enjoy the much-deserved vacation and playoffs. Well timed so Dave doesn't have to talk draft too.
It works.
I'm taking this week off every year. I'm just letting you know right now. This is
not a bad idea. I mean,
I was going to go. If this senior day didn't come up, I was going to go to Green Bay just to experience the draft somewhere else.
Okay.
Because we did it here a couple years ago, and I got immersed in it. I did 2 live shows for 4 hours a night on Sports Grid, and I was like, man, this was long. Like I didn't really. It was too much.
You never saw it in New York, then, huh?
No.
It's I went 2 times in New York, and it's different. When it was in New York, it was different because it was controlled and they had it in the same place every year. Right. So they knew everything. So it was structured and it was very buttoned up. Here in Vegas was the opposite.
There was no betting on it when you did it, right?
No, God, no.
Right.
I was in Iowa. I was in Omaha in Iowa. So it was like 2008 and like 2010. So it was when what's the offensive lineman Balaga is when Balaga got drafted by the Green Bay Packers. Des Moines sent me out to go cover Balaga getting drafted.
Yeah. No, I had no interest in it then. And then when the betting you had to immerse ourselves in it, and I didn't like it. But I wanted to go experience it somewhere else to see, because like last year, it looked unbelievable for everybody that went.
Oh, Green Bay's going to be rocking.
Bay is going to kill it. Like you guys are going to kill it.
In Nashville, supposedly, everyone said Nashville was an absolute ball.
Right.
So
after having been at Nashville, I can see why.
Right. The whole
the way they did it with down that street and then down at the end with the big state. It had to be awesome.
Yep.
So I get it. But yeah, I'm taking this week off. I'm glad I'm going to talk about, what draft position this guy's getting picked in and stuff. Circa put up their numbers yesterday. Yep. I got 2 texts last night. They said, I have no idea. Don't ask me. I don't know. There's Francisco Ochoa, 951 Hemet, California. Cloudy today. It's cloudy here today, too. I'm going to miss you all for 2 weeks. We'll miss you as well, Francisco. Thank you very much. Chevy P, 613, Ottawa, go Sens. Man, oh, man, you can make life miserable.
If knock out Toronto? My God.
Oh, baby. But at least the Canadian team is advancing.
Correct. But, guaranteed.
One step closer to actually getting to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Or you could say that it's guaranteed for one to be eliminated.
Yeah. I was trying to spin it on the positive side of things. Sports Avenger, 724. Sharon, Pennsylvania. I like turtles. And Scheffler. Yeah.
What?
That's probably Scheffler's charge. I don't even look at the golf, but I saw JT put up a -10 yesterday.
61. Tied the course record.
Insanity.
At the RPC Heritage. Not bad.
Conrad Voss, Shaboya. Roll call, 951 SoCal.
What's that mean?
I just read it. Shaboya. I don't know. That's what it said. Thank you for being here. Eron Sean, 703 Centerville, Virginia, 78 degrees. Happy Good Friday and Easter to those who celebrate. Absolutely, Eron. Tyrone Boy, 202. Tyrone, happy birthday, Tyrone. My birthday and BVB, nothing is better. That's fantastic, Tyrone.
Good job, man.
And PB sharing a birthday.
That's
sharing
cool.
Time with us. This is awesome. Dougie Patton, 978 Amesbury, Massachusetts. 64 degrees. Enjoy your time off. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. G. Berg, Laird looking good. The hat looks fantastic. Curved, ready to go. 716 Buffalo, New York. We love playoff hockey. on TV.
On TV.
Yes.
Sorry. No,
Believe me.
Sorry.
Penguins ain't in it again for the third year in a row. It sucks.
Does.
Boston Bruins ain't in it, so we can't even give P-Roll crap.
Nope.
I mean, the Rangers aren't in it because they
Nope.
stink. The Islanders,
Bruins stink.
caca,
Stink.
poop, crap.
Bye-bye.
Comrade Voss, another 95 winner. I see. All right.
Finally, for us, before we go to bonus time.
Ross
And-
Randall, 978, Amesbury, Massachusetts. Another one. Currently about 40 miles out from Kittery, Maine. Tested me right there. And me, I knew that. So make sure we dab the map in Maine, which we very rarely do.
True.
So thank you very
Unless
much.
Amanda's
Ross.
there. True.
Right. We don't really do it.
Right.
It's a beautiful 65 and perfect fishing weather. Hashtag BVB to the moon.
I talked to Amanda this morning, and it's rare. It's like 70, gorgeous, like pristine. They're all phenomenally like in the best mood today because it's been a bad spring. It's been nasty weather. Cold. It snowed a week ago up there. So ferociously mad about their winters and their spring. So good weather today for sure. Guys, if you're watching us on replay, remember best ofs are coming on Sports Grid and Sirius XM. There may be other programming coming on for the next couple of weeks until we get back on May the 5th. But if you ever need it, you can go to our YouTube channel at Boston versus the Book. You also will get content on there as well. I'll be posting best of stuff on our Twitter account at Boston versus the Book and the same handle on YouTube as well. If you guys are live, don't move. Bonus time now. Sorry, I hit the Ohtani stinger for a second there.
Everybody loves you.
So there you go with that.
Stevie Mac. Did we skip Stevie Mac? We didn't mean to.
No, don't worry.
It's good to see you.
Don't worry. I'm not skipping anybody.
You said I knew they were going to skip me.
No, the super chat people were. It caused me to go around and go up to go grab all the super chat people to put them on to make sure that they were on us live on the on the live show. So don't worry, I got y'all. We're coming.
All right. Thank goodness. All right. There's Vic Ferrari. Thank you, Vic. 317 Bucks are in the Pacers crosshairs.
Is that what is that an emoji? Is that a lobster?
What
is that?
Let's see. That is
a scorpion?
No, that's a guy.
It's a guy? That little thing right there? Not his avatar. The thing next to crosshairs.
I don't know.
What's that? It's a bug of some sort.
I don't know. Santana 928, Yuma, Arizona. Enjoy the time off, fellas. Thank you very much, Santana.
Look at that.
Mrs. JPC the fourth. I love when the wives pop in and say hello. Good to see you. 313 Detroit, Michigan.
Look at the hats. Look at the BVB beanies.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's awesome.
Fantastic. TJF 248 Oxford, Michigan. I didn't even know there was an Oxford, Michigan.
Nor did I.
Thank you very much for being here. My man Linus, hockey time, baby. 7:05 Orillia, Ontario. 17 degrees Celsius, which is 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's good. Warming up there. Cautiously optimistic about the Leafs, but man, would the Senators in 7 be a fun result?
Unbelievable, right? That's insane.
I can't wait to watch hockey, boys.
Where's that?
The High Wang. It feels like a trick.
Yep. Like I was like, what's the word that I was like, what's the slang we're trying to say here?
Right. We got to check your birth certificate on that. The High Wang, 416 Toronto, Ontario.
A lot of Toronto people today.
Toronto's representing.
Yeah.
Yorkie Morris, he's in 702 Enterprise, Nevada. Have an awesome vacation, gentlemen. WrestleMania this weekend. Who you got, Cena or Rhodes?
I'm from Boston, Cena.
Yeah, Cena. Who should we have?
I don't know. Just up for Boston.
Tell us.
So, I'm going after our boy.
I may go sit. Yeah, you have to put your friend in touch with me. I may go sit on Saturday and be that person. There's Stevie Mac, looking good, staring at us. I like that. I love when Stevie Mac's there. 717 Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Sunny, 65 degrees and very windy. Happy zombie. Jesus weekend, everyone. I mean Easter. Stay ready. I may be about an hour away from.
Oh, wow.
Mac. I'm going to see.
I'd be jealous. You get to hang with Stevie. I'll be jealous. You meet him before me. That would be. I got to meet Stevie Mac.
Yeah, we're going to have to try to figure out something.
Wow.
So, depending on
That's
how
cool.
my week goes, because I'm going to be in Philly when I land and then in Philly when I leave. So we'll see how that goes. Did you know it was way cheaper to fly to Philly than Newark? Holy
No.
crap. Was like a major.
Really? Well, it's still, I mean, it's 3 hours away. It's 2 hours away, isn't it? That's a big
No,
difference in.
I don't know. It's an hour and 10 minutes to Rutherford.
Well, because you're driving down.
No, from Philly to Rutherford, I'm driving up.
Right. But I'm saying from Newark, you're driving down, or Philly, you're driving up. So it's in between. So it's an hour in between. So it doesn't matter which airport you go into. It's an hour
Newark's
drive.
20 minutes from the girls' campus.
Oh,
So it would have been it's a much shorter, but like
Interesting.
it's only an extra 40-minute drive,
right.
and it
For
was
a lot
half
cheaper.
the price.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Take that. Hell yeah. Good to know.
Ian
Hey,
lights out.
Philly people, wake up. Let's go do a show.
718 Brooklyn, New York. 65 and sunny. Have a fantastic vacation, boys. Thank you very much, Ian. It is a vacation, but it's also an exploration mission. So we'll be talking to some people about some things, but we'll see. Last time we did this, we came back from Philly WrestleMania with Sport Trade and Prime Sportsbook.
Right.
So we'll see. We need Ross Randall's poles and fishing bait.
Let's go fishing.
Let's go fish. See Hastings. Good to see you, Christian. 317 Indianapolis. Enjoy your time off, guys. Thanks for the great show. Appreciate you. Oh, man. I love this avatar. It's one of my favorite ones of all time. _ the Adam _ the 303 is in Castle Rock, Colorado. He's got all these teams, Boston teams. Only one's an actual playoff team.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
Fair.
Whoa. Red Sox just started. Hold on a second. Red Sox
They're not making the playoffs, but that's fine.
started.
The Celtics, though, are going to probably win the fucking championship.
It's true. So,
which is fine. I gotta be honest. I've been watching the Celtic City at night after everybody goes to bed.
told you. It's good shit.
Boy, is it fucking good.
Good shit. It really is. It's good shit.
Just saying.
For our age, because you go back and relive all those moments and you're like, I was there. I know that. Yep, I remember that. Yep, I remember that.
The 60s stuff, though, was mesmerizing. I did not know about the neighborhoods and Roxbury and all these things. And
redlining, baby.
I was
bad shit. No, it's bad. And basketball was sort of this, it always has been. I mean, it's been a very controversial is the wrong topic, but like it's been, that's why Jaylen Brown wanted to be in Boston, because he wants to go into those communities and he wants to talk about race relations, and he looks to that. So, I mean, he looks at Bill Russell and he's like, I'm not the same as Bill Russell, but I want to keep the legacy on the stuff that Bill Russell did for the Celtics for decades. So if you haven't seen it, it's really good on HBO Max. It's well worth your time.
It's well worth watching.
Yeah, it's really good TV.
I'm a few episodes in and I am going, I like this team. I can't help it.
I don't know how you dislike Tatum. I don't know how you don't like Jason Tatum. He's just a good guy.
I don't know. I love Missoula. The whole thing is it's all taking shape of again. We're going to be like, okay, I guess the exactas are all going to have the Celtics on the east side.
There's a really good Sam Cassell had a really good speech that Boston put out after the regular season ended, and he just got in there and he was like, "We're done fucking around. We're all done fucking around. You ready? Like, this starts now." He's like, "That was not what we like, that was they won 61 games. It's like, that ain't us. That ain't how we play. That's not what we do." It's like, "You ready to lock in?" All of you, and like went down the line, like every guy. It's like, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Garrett Brown, 425, Kirkland, Washington, 65 and sunny. Enjoy time with your gals, Matt and Dave. Over under 5 hours of screen time a day for Matt.
It's got to be under. It's got to be under. It's the goal. The goal is under. Got to try it to be under if I can. Not saying it's going to be a guarantee, but like, I'm bringing books and I'm trying to we got excursions. We're going to waterfalls that take like an hour drive. And like, I'm trying hard to stay off the phone if I can.
Boy, she got you doing all that shit.
No, I want to do that shit. I want to do that. She has me doing the bioluminescence thing. I can pass in that, but that's at night going swimming and where the water turns all blue. So she has me doing that. That's fine. It'll be fun, but
just beware of that hustle down there. There's a lot of hustle on this.
Oh, I'm not leaving it's an all-inclusive, so I don't plan on leaving. Because I was going to go, like I told you, I was going to go look around and go to the casino and like pop around. And I was like, no. I went and took a look at it. I was like, yeah, we're not going to move around. We're staying where we are.
And I see your pasty white ass coming.
Well,
You
I'm going to be.
You better. Yeah.
Yeah, I got all the sun shirts you can imagine. I'm covered up with hoods, and I'm going to be. Yeah, me and the sun don't get along.
All right. You were going to say you better. That's prime. That's prime sun.
Oh yeah.
There's the gambling ginger. Good to see you. 725 Las Vegas. She's been tweeting at us, even
watching replays.
All this other stuff, watching replays. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you. WV Punch Drunk 1, 304 in the dub. Good to see you, sir. Kevin Whitrock headed back to the 319 from the 563. Softball practice for the girls starts today.
Wow.
Can't wait to get back to coaching another season. It's the greatest. Enjoy
Very cool.
every second of it. I mean, because that's going to be my favorite thing about today. I'm going back to say it's been a nice run to my oldest. You know, it's her last game playing softball. So that's going to be it's going to be surreal. So enjoy all the coaching, enjoy all the car rides, enjoy it all. Because when it's done, you're left looking around going, what do we do now? I don't know. There's Roper, Kevin Roper, the most professional, maybe, avatar of all the people we have here. 601, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, 86 degrees and hot already. 86. Enjoy the deserved time off. Cannot wait for playoff hockey. Have even got my dad into it. He loves it, but it drives mom crazy. LOL. You're damn right. It really will. It will drive you crazy.
Yelling at the
screen.
Get
him a couple bets. Get him a couple exactas and have him watch the games after you do that. Tell him pick a team from here, pick a team from here, and then go. Joseph Myers, 913 Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, hometown of former Kansas standout Wayne Simeon. I'll take your word for it, Joe.
It is. Yep.
All right. Jay Staub, 519 KW, Ontario.
How many Ontario today? Whoa.
Popping up in Ontario.
Wow. A lot of people on it. That's phenomenal.
Sam Licata, 314 St. Louis. Bet for my soccer guys tomorrow. Inter Miami over 1.5 goals plus 105. See, I love this shit. Put that in there. There's something for you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the bet.
Very cool.
Johnny Parlay is JR33312, currently on the back end of a 2-week Passover trip in the 216 Cleveland, native of 513 Dayton, and headed back to the 702 Vegas next week. Happy everyone. You as well, Johnny. Safe travels. Hope you're enjoying that time. Ballpark, everything's fine. You'll be back here when you get here. Roger Long, good to see you, sir. Senior member of the Brigade. 765 Clinton, Indiana, BVB forever. Thank you, sir.
Very cool.
Always, for being here. Comrade Voss, Big C, 951 Mentone, California, 62 degrees, listening while driving for work.
Good stuff, man. Thank
Love
you.
That. Josh Wissay, 201 Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Going to miss the show these couple weeks. You will. We will. But again, if you're on, we're both on the socials, on the Twitter. The tags are right there. We'll pop up and do something. I don't know what, but we'll figure something out.
Stay tight.
Stay ready.
We'll stay ready. We're good.
Yeah. Daniel G, 989 Saginaw, Michigan. Last roll call Friday as an unmarried man.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, boys, for this journey. Detroit basketball. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a hell of a year you're having. This is fantastic.
It's good for Detroit, right? I mean, it's fun when the cities get back into it.
Good.
When the diehard sports cities really start to get into it. It's good. It's good for Detroit. It's fun.
Been too long for them. Don't worry, that ring gets tighter as it feels tight when you first put it on.
Stop it.
It gets tighter as it goes, Daniel G. Although I'm happy for both you and Mrs. G. Ryan Andrew Fletcher, 703 Sterling, Virginia. Glad I made it. Glad you made it.
You too, man.
Brandon S., 216 Cleveland, Ohio. Enjoy your time away, boys. We will.
Thank you
very much.
Why are you looking like a sour?
What am I here for?
I wanted you to come and say hi because you're my favorite thing about today. So I wanted you to come say hi. Come here, camera. Oh, sorry. Take your foot. Uh-oh. Sorry. You're all right.
Hi.
Hi.
When's the last time you were on BBB?
A long time ago.
I have no idea.
It's a long time ago. Spring break of this year?
Yeah, it was the only time,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
All right. Just want to say hi. Say bye, everybody. We're going on vacation for 2 weeks.
What?
We're going on vacation for 2 weeks. So we're saying
Bye.
goodbye.
Why?
Because Dave's going, then I'm going. So we're going to be
All
off for 2 weeks. Why? Because he's going to Jersey. I'm going to Jamaica. That's why. So bye.
Oh,
I told her to come down here.
that went well.
Well, you should tell she is, you know. This is where she is. She's a full-blown teenager. She might be 11, but she's turning 11, but full-blown teenager. But she does want to do her and Kendall to host one day. They have been planning that, by the way.
Mm.
The two of them want to host the show one day. Oh, look who made it.
One step.
Look who made it.
Good to see you, 519 Windsor, Ontario. You better be worried about them Oilers. Just saying.
Yeah, her facial expressions were good. Yeah, it's who she is. Is she going with me? No, she's actually she's not going with me. She's sticking around, but she's going to the other one though on the other trip. Better to book it time. Dave, do you know what today is?
April 18th,
Do you know what today is though? That is the date, but do you know what today is?
Friday.
It is the 250th anniversary of Paul Revere's ride in Lexington and Concord.
For real?
For real. 250. So this is the Boston version, the rollback Boston version. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but this is all Paul Revere and different New England things, all little tiny things in the Boston hat for this. Here is your parlay for the day. Red Sox, Phillies. Got to ride the horses. Got to ride the Red Sox. Both at home. Both minus 200 favorites.
Are you writing your own material? Did you get a writer for this?
No, this is me.
This is the Phillies
Yeah.
and the Red Sox riding a horse.
Yeah. It's a Paul Revere parlay.
Bet it.
It's
I
plus
don't
one,
even
it's
know what
plus
to say.
125.
I don't even know what to say. I mean,
It's
Wheeler's
good.
pitching for the Phillies, right?
Yeah, it's Wheeler. It's
Yeah,
Wheeler.
he's winning. So wait, who's Red Sox? What did they?
It was 2BD last night. I don't even know who's pitching. Doesn't matter.
They didn't even have it right. There
We're
was
playing the
was-
White Sox. Who cares? They're at home.
Oh God! Didn't they lose 2-3 to the White Sox last week?
They did, but that was on the road.
Oh,
This
it's
is at
Marty Perez.
It's
They better
Perez,
win
former
this
Red
game.
Sox pitcher, former Red Sox guy. Plus 125 parlay. Paul Revere. Paul Revere took a shortcut. That's great.
Hunter Dobbins is pitching for the Red Sox. It says, "All right, I'll go with it." Paul
doing it.
Revere. Yeah,
Paul Revere parlay. Trot to Boston.
I think it wins.
It does win. Of course it wins.
minus 200 pays better than even money.
Yes. Well, 125 I got last night.
Yeah.
So that was before even the pitchers were announced. It was plus 125. So it was great. Got to bet it before even the Red Sox announced the pitchers. So they're 0-6. I think the White Sox are on the road, right? They haven't won a road game yet. So
They're terrible.
they're terrible. So Red Sox win at home. Phillies win at home.
Paul Revere, longtime BVB fan. Thank you, Chip. And he probably is.
They had they brought in the one of the Saturday Night Live cast members for the Lexington. She was the head of the parade, the Lexington and Concord parade today. They do it every year, but they had a big deal today. 250 people, all big deal. So this Paul Revere is a great song by the Beastie Boys. You're right, JP.
I would have rapped it had I known.
That is a tremendous song by the Beastie Boys.
would have had
Oh my
that up.
gosh. Hell yes. Friend of
Yeah.
the Beastie Boys. Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
That's tremendous.
Jeez.
It's a great call. That's an absolute
That is
killer
a
call.
call.
Heat -1. They win in advance. They take the 8th seed. Spolstra in the playoffs. That's why I like it.
All right. I'll say bet it, but I honestly have no idea, no opinion at all about this. I'm not watching this. I got to be on Sports Grid tonight. I told him again, don't ask me no basketball stuff.
Joseph E. Myers. I know what the Phillies are for, but the Phillies are named after horses. I know this. Yes, I know this. I know why it's PH.
That Phillies that begins with an F. Phillies. I know.
I know
Joe Meyer, just let him go. Let him
I
go.
know.
Just
Yes,
like,
I know
just like Anwals, he's on a roll. Let him
Yeah,
go.
just let it go. It just play it in, right?
It's over
play,
when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor.
Yes,
Let them go.
Just keep playing with it. Like, come on.
Phillies.
There you go, Mikey. Awesome. Did you do that to your kids? That's the question, right? Did you trot to Boston with your kids? I asked Madeline, did you remember trot to Boston? And she was like, no, what are you talking about? I was like, that was our game with you. You used to laugh your ass off. You put your kid on your knee. You do this whole little, like, everybody gets a very big Boston, New England thing. Trot a lot to Boston. Do you know where Lynn is the question, Mikey? That's the question. Have you been to Lynn? Lynn, the city of sin.
Really?
Ever been there? Yeah. I interned there at a radio station in Lynn. And then Mavs +6. Not sure they win, but they cover.
I'll say book this one.
Ooh, Memphis blowout.
Just Memphis wins and covers.
That's your number. 6 is your number.
I know. That's the number. That's it. It's a probably push.
Oh, okay.
This will probably push.
Ross Randall, you never come out the way you went in. That's true. That's the Lynn City of Sin. You never come out the way you went in. That's the line.
I don't even.
You're good. It's awesome. It's a good thing to go out to.
Going out, going in. I was just sitting the whole.
It's a good thing to go out to. That's a good way to end the show for a couple of weeks is to do the Lynn City of Sin line. That's good. That's tremendous. Oh, one of my good friends was from Lynn. We said all the time. It was awesome. That was during what was the opioid epidemic. We used to do it all the time.
Never go
Favorite
out
thing about today is what?
Mm.
No, we're not. It's bonus time though, so we're not going to worry about that.
Right. So two things. One, WrestleMania is here, so that means that there's people here in town that are here for that. Hopefully, we're all going to get together, see each other, spend some time together. We'll see. Going to try to get a picture with Ric Flair and whomever else, so that'll be fun. And number two, I was up this morning at 3:00 in the morning to make sure that Little Consig Kendall was up along with Jessica to go on a day trip on a bus to Disneyland.
What?
So their class,
wow, they had a
big
hell of a
buses.
Week.
Yep, drove. They're at Disney right now, and she comes back tonight, and they're taking the first flight out in the morning to go back east. Jessica
Nice.
and her. So she's having a hell of a 24 hours. Big girl trip. I'm not going to lie. A little bit of anxiety as the dad. Both older girls did this. My wife does not remember it happening. But I was like, this is the last one. So she goes to leave, and I give her a hug, and I slip her 20. And I say, just put this in your bag. If you don't need it, that's fine. You can keep it.
Okay.
Just in case you need cash. She goes, Disneyland is cashless. I said,
the whole
Disneyland is
park?
cashless.
Oh my gosh.
So I looked at my wife and I said,
what are we
Can
doing?
you say she wants a sweatshirt? She's like, yeah, I put it on a card for her so she can get a sweatshirt. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I said, she goes, what am I going to need the 20 for? I said, I hope you don't need it. But take it, put it in your bag. And if you stop for somewhere for a meal or something, whatever, you have cash, you can use it.
Right.
But Kendall's next 24 hours are bus trip. I think they got to Disney this morning around 8:30. And then they'll be back tonight. She's supposed to be home by 1. And I'm leaving to take them to the airport at 3.
Oh my.
In the morning.
And then you fly out what time?
I fly out Monday.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be here with Grandma and Pap and the dog and everything else for a couple of days myself. But I can't believe it. Like the 11-year-old is doing all this. And then, next week is seeing my daughter play her last softball game. Hopefully. That's a whole nother story. But last softball game, the journey has been completed.
When's their regular season end for Felician?
Home game Tuesday, road game Wednesday.
And that's it?
New Haven, Connecticut.
Oh,
I'm
my.
not going to.
You're driving from New Haven? Yikes. Get
Nope.
good pizza, though. No? Go get pizza. Best pizza in America.
I am not going to New Haven.
Okay.
As much as you have.
Oh, you can't. That's right. You can't.
As
Wednesday.
much as you have prepped me in
for
Connecticut.
hating Connecticut.
Yeah. I'm like, there ain't no way. I got, 72 hours to 96 hours total while I'm there. 2 hours up and 2 hours back to Connecticut for pizza. Hard pass.
By the way, WIP in Philadelphia got the same call I got because 4 hours ago, their shows said that they would trade A.J. Brown for a top 5 pick if Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter was available. Our friend Joe Brennan said, "Tell me you're an idiot sports talk show host without saying it." Not to me, but to them. And I said, Joe, I just wrote to him. I said, Joe, it might happen.
Right.
Heads up that might go down if Abdul Carter's on. So it is making its rounds. So in Philadelphia,
Travis Hunter.
Well, I mean, I don't know why the Browns would pass on Travis Hunter. Like that would be really surprising. Or Cleveland would have to trade out and somebody would go up to get a quarterback. But why would you draft Sanders 2? I mean, the Giants are taking him 3 is seeming like a reach. You would jump the Giants and you would go ahead and take that. And then the Giants would take Abdul Carter and then Travis Hunter would be available at 4. And so you could go up and get him at 4 from the Patriots. So the draft to me begins at number 2, obviously, but I don't think so. Cause I think 2 is going to be Hunter to the Browns. It starts at number 3 and what the Giants do. And that will dictate the next 4 picks, I think, as to how it all unfolds. So that's how the Carter trade happens. If Sanders becomes a Giant and he's sitting there at 4, that the Patriots would be willing to listen, potentially just trade A.J. Brown. And look, people love A.J. Brown in Philadelphia. So Yorkie say the same thing. No way, we're not doing it. Yeah, Yorkie's saying that don't do it, Howie. But it's in the ether that it's kicking around that the Patriots and the Eagles are talking. And I trust the person I talk to about, the people that this is being thrown around, that they are having this conversation about the 4th pick being involved if Hunter or Abdul Carter is sitting there at number 4.
We did 2 fucking draft portions of the show.
Just saying. Favorite thing about today for me is the fact Madeline now is playing guitar. So my daughter is officially playing guitar. So she's asking me to listen to all my music, which is incredible. So we're driving around and she was like, "What's a band that you don't think I would like that I want to listen to? Because I want to hear what you think I won't like." I'm like, okay. So I played Korn for her. And this is a band that Mikey Awesome and me and Stevie Mac and all the Brigade guys on Instagram, we all go back and forth with metal music all the time. And so I'm like 100% thinking that she's going to absolutely hate this. I'm like, I'm going to play this. She's going to hate this shit. So I'm playing it. I play her like 5 songs and she's like, "I love it. Why would you think I would hate that?" And I'm like, "You are my daughter." So it's like 100% you are my kid. If you're listening, she's going to start to, "Can I play Korn?" I was like, "Sure. You want to learn how to play Korn? Go right ahead." So she's learning Seven Nations Army right now. So listen to her play guitar for the weekend and whatnot, but we'll see if she sticks with it and goes with it. But it's pretty wild that, all of a sudden, no, it's not AC/DC. She likes like 90s rock. She likes all my 90s music, which is hysterically funny, and all my harder edge 90s music she's into. So like Dave's kids like his gangster rap. My kid likes my metal. So it's just kind of funny where the apple doesn't fall far from the tree in a lot of ways on a lot of this. So anything to say on the way out? We're back in 2 weeks.
No, just stay tuned, stay active with us on the socials, and we'll see where we're going to be May 5th.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of stuff happening between now and then in the sports world. There's a lot of stuff happening between now and then for BVB and us. So we'll see. Again, thank you. Every single one of you. Thank you.
We'll be back in a couple of weeks, guys, at Sports Talk Matt, at Sports BK Consig for us on our socials, at Boston versus the Book as well. Best of shows on the replay, and then we're back coming up on May the 5th. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Enjoy it. Be safe, and we'll be talking on the Cinco de Mayo show coming up in a couple of weeks.